So here we have the Volkswagen Golf GTI DSG, which is the automatic on a 67 plate. I'm going to start off by showing you around the outside of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through a few controls on the inside. But from the outside you can see it's the 3-door version with those lovely looking alloy wheels. Let's start off inside the boot and then work our way around the rest of the car from there. So as we approach the back of the car, you'll see we've got twin exhaust pipes as well as the reversing sensors. Plenty of boot space as well, and a 60/40 split folding rear seat with a ski hatch. Okay, so we're just going to work our way back round to the front of the car now, and then I'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside. But now that we've done a full circle of the car, you can see that it's in fantastic condition the whole way around, and a really lovely looking car. Just briefly before I climb in, I think it's well worth seeing the interior from this exterior point of view. You have this Interlagos trim, which is a kind of a nod to the GTIs, you know, of the 80s. There's plenty to run through on the dashboard, so let's hop in and we'll do that right now. Okay, so now that we're inside the car, we're going to start off with the dials. On the left-hand side, we've got the rev counter, and on the right-hand side, the speedometer. You can see at the bottom, the total miles for this car are 3,794. You can change the information displayed above that, which is currently a digital readout of the speedometer, by using buttons on the steering wheel. At the moment, we are in the driver data menu, where you can get things like average fuel consumption, range of fuel, all of that sort of information. But you can change that menu so that you're looking at driver systems, navigation, your music, your phone, various other settings, and eventually you'll come all the way back round to driving data again. The buttons I was using a moment ago are these ones on the right hand side, just here and here. But also over here you've got stereo controls as well as voice activation for the phone. So hit that button, ask it to dial anyone in your contacts list, and it'll do that for you without you having to take your phone from your bag or pocket. Over on the left hand side we've got cruise control with speed limiter. This button here can determine the distance between you and the car in front automatically. So it will speed you up and slow you down to maintain a safe distance while cruise control is on. Also, it's worth pointing out on the steering wheel, behind the steering wheel in fact, we've got a minus paddle on the left hand side and a plus paddle on the right hand side. That is so that you can change gear manually on this automatic gearbox, and there's a video showing how that works on our website, which is well worth checking out. Over on the central screen is where you would pair up your phone, amongst other things. This car's got satellite navigation. Again, there's a video showing how that works on our Facebook page, but it's accessed via the nav button up in the top right hand corner. When it comes to radio, which is what we've got on at the moment, there are a few different options there as well, as you can see. So DAB digital radio as well as FM and AM. You can also listen to music via a few other ways other than the radio, as you can see. In fact, a lot of other ways. There's a CD player, 2 SD memory card slots, although one of those is reserved for the satellite navigation. There's a USB input, Bluetooth audio, auxiliary input, and also wireless, the ability to connect via a wireless technology as well. Pairing your phone is done just below that. And then besides that, you have got reversing sensors on this car. The reversing sensors will not only beep, but they will give you a visual guideline as well, as you can see. Moving our way down, we've got dual zone climate control, so you can adjust the temperature independently on either side of the car. Fan speed is adjustable in the middle here. When you're happy with the temperature and fan speed, that button will turn the air conditioning on, or you can hit auto to maintain those temperatures, and the car is now taking control of the fan speed itself, and you can just simply override that should you wish to. We also have, which is fantastic for the winter, driver and passenger heated seats. You have a cubby hole that will open up in there, which has got the auxiliary and USB inputs in it, you can just about see there. We then have the DSG gearbox. To the right hand side of the gearbox, that button will turn on the front parking sensors or turn them back off again. Over this side we can turn off the traction control, the stop and start technology. So this car is designed to cut out when you're stationary in traffic. You can turn that system off, as I've just done. And then driver modes will enable you to change the setup of the car. So you've got sport mode, normal, eco and individual. On individual, for example, you can change a whole host of settings. So you can change the steering, you can change the drive. So sport will mean that it revs higher in each gear, for example. All of those can be changed, or you can just hit normal should you wish to. And then finally, we have an electronic handbrake with auto hold function and a 12-volt charging socket. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see the car in person and have a test drive, please feel free to call any of our MJA sites. We'd love to hear from you soon.